Alright, this is P.O.C. And this is all stalking as you're recognizing it in the specific environment, and it is stalking recognized by a population. On vehicles, on the roads and the highways, and on foot. And this demon waited until I started recording to cross path. This is the one that was stalking last night. This is all stalking on the highway. And the Ontario International Airport is gang stalking in concert with the population that is making up the demons that are around me on the ground by stalking over, flying over where the fake sun is in alignment to me, and flying over, hovering over Euclid Avenue. They are a part of this pattern of conduct of stalking in the environment. This is monitoring, okay? All right, so it is currently, the time is, like I stated, well, it's 7:32 a.m. This is a third-party stalking with light as well. 7FRS594. And Starbucks is monitoring. Starbucks is gang stalking with the people of the state who are in what is engineer light. This is where you're walking your dog. This is how you're gang stalking. That's not sunlight, and that's not the sun. This is the P.O.C. The entity is engaging. You can see that light activity and the perpendicular shadow. Mental illness. The entity is engaging in that, and this is mental illness shared by a population. Moreover, the entity is engaging in this while you're looking at what is that engineer light that you're walking in. So this is what this demon is accomplishing while you're systematically being monitored. You can see the shadow that's moving in front. This is impossible light activity, and it's also creating a multiple shadow right here and one that's in front up here. And then you have what is the fake sun that moves as I move, not when they move, not as they're driving. The fake sun remains in alignment to me. The entity is engaging what is maintaining that specific environment. This is engineer light right here. This is all engineer light. This is that engineer light that I like to show you with regard to the illusion that the demon possessed are unintelligent and who have science that's going to prosecute them as a population and as a government body targeting, okay? The entity is engaging in this. If you'll recall, what is the magnification, first of all, of my shadow is speaking to what is engineer light, and this is how an entity is monitoring as a population. This is public corruption, and this is all on behalf of a gang stalking police department, okay? They don't have to drive by in their police vehicles because this demon is gang stalking, and they are representing a network of devices around you, keeping you under surveillance by driving in engineer light. 04390X1 is a demon. Second of all, that's a third party. None of them are private citizens in the specific environment. And that's light activity creation while you are gang stalking in the specific environment. Thirdly, what you're going to pay attention to is here's the angle, the trajectory of that light. See this? It's shooting at a downward angle. And this is, again, what is the fake sun as you're just dissecting this environment. Chevron is gang stalking, Arco is gang stalking, Starbucks is gang stalking. This is gang stalk with regard to traffic. They're engaging in what is driving an engineer light that's appearing on the passenger side of their vehicles while they are driving on under the fake sun that's still over me as I'm on this side of the sidewalk at 11:59 a.m., 12 o'clock in the afternoon. 8XIT111 is engaging in a federal offense, stalking on behalf of the government, conspiring your murder while they are ostensibly on the surface and you're ignorant about everything, subject to what is targeting, and you are under what is this illusion with regard to nobody. You don't know anyone, and no one is following you around. They're all stalking you together. The fake sun remains in alignment to you. That's why it's over me on this same street after 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and in alignment to me while I am looking at this same thing that's on this same side of the street, and that same airport is stalking by engaging what is crossing path, deviating from the operations of an airport, indicating state action in concert with the people in a supernatural environment where at the end of the day, after 6 p.m., where daylight savings time is also an indicator regarding an illusion and a fake sun that remains at one location. At the end of the day, under what is a fake sun. This is the entity that's engaging. You're looking at the trajectory of the light. The trash can's appearing on the floor over here, the shadow of it, and the entity is maintaining this environment. What you're also remembering is that what the demons forget while they are stalking, and what they are forced to do is admit that they're stalking under a fake sun that's over me at the Ontario Airport Inn at 1801 East G Street. This is not over G Street. This is also not even the sun as you're looking at the engineer light actually that they're in, and the fake sun that would be the sun that would be over me at 1801 East G Street. Again, you already know that that's not the sun at that venue. It stayed there until after 5 p.m. That's how I'm talking about Jason Reed and Montclair while the fake sun's over me at 440 North Holt Avenue. However, break it down video by video because you can do that. It's the same analysis. If it's over me at the Ontario Airport Inn at 7:49 a.m. before daylight savings time on November 3rd, 2020, 2025, on November 1st, daylight savings time is November 3rd, today is November 4th, then you're talking about what would be 6:49 a.m. and it's currently 7:36 a.m. I captured videos because you're not looking at anything in a vacuum, and what's remaining over me at 7:54 a.m. in what is the same pattern, this engineer light, as you're breaking down an illusion. Not the sun, it's still there at 9:19 a.m. on video, which I captured at that same address. It would never evolve to be over this street, but you also know that because it's over me on this same street at 12 o'clock in the afternoon and 6 in the evening. However, the entity maintains that fake sun over me on Ontario Airport in what is engineer light. This is all engineer light. As you can see, what is the ongoing reflection of engineer light that ricochets, the laser that they drive through that manifests in the shade that creates multiple shadows, where the government is that's where the government is stalking. And the government's engaged in conspicuous stalking. You're engaged in stalking while you're maintaining a traffic stop. That's exactly what the Ontario police committed on video over and over again, stalking me by helicopter. And what else are you paying attention to? This is where the entity has the fake moon over me. This is where the fake moon is over the top of my head right here at the same venue where the entity is stalking me by helicopter. That's where the fake sun rises at nightfall. That's what happens at the Ontario Museum of History and Arts. Stalking me by helicopter, that's where the fake sun would rise. Distinct from here. Not in concert with happening at the same time and simultaneously over everyone everywhere while it's over the Ontario Airport Inn. It's not remaining over Woodside Senior Apartments where the Ontario police are stalking me by helicopter, and that's where the fake sun would rise and where the moon is over me at nightfall. The same with the Topor Professional Building. The same with the Economy Inn, that which is adjacent to the 60 freeway. This is not next to the 10 freeway. It's not appearing like it's over the 10 freeway. It's not remaining in the window of OMNITRANS. This is the entity that's engaging in criminal summoning while they're gang stalking. This is mental illness that Michael Gherkin is fully and publicly recognized as being afflicted with while he's been engaged in a pattern of conduct. Stalking with light, using fire trucks, stalking with light, using police vehicles, mental illness, the demons that share it, stalking with light. They're all doing it under a fake sun. All of them. The entity's engaging in that pattern of conduct in a whole engineered environment. They're engaging in this P.O.C. while they're engaged in that pattern of conduct as one. Okay? That's what the entity's engaging in. While that's massive facilitation, they're doing it in what is an impossible environment. The Ontario Airport Inn is not the location of the sun that's going to be reflecting off of the buildings of the Truth and Love Ministries while they're maintaining what is at 531 North Euclid Avenue, 537 North Euclid Avenue, the trajectory of the trash can showing at a downward angle on this wall while they are driving in what is you're also looking at what is activity on the roads and the highways, impossible light appearing on the driver's side of OMNITRANS, that's gang stalking. This is all manner of what is that mental illness? The demon possessed that are light slinging gargoyles that engage in things such as sounding sirens when they're engaged in gang stalking somebody, not having a legitimate emergency. There are no such things under the fake sun. It's all an illusion regarding sanity. It's an illusion regarding law-abiding citizens. It's an illusion regarding privacy. And it's also an illusion regarding what is avoiding a federal prosecution when it's all over the internet. Meaning everybody is already aware of it and they are engaging in what is witnessing their public demise and what is a breakdown of this system. The entity kept the fake sun over me on November 1st, 2025 as a matter of video documentation. The video at 7:55 a.m. when I'm in the courtyard, that same courtyard where I'm leaving on November 3rd, 2025 at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, give or take away an hour, it's remaining stationary at 1801 East G Street. That is not this. It was never going to be over 1801 East G Street, but there's evidence that even precedes that. It never would have been over me adjacent to that at Ramada by Windham. But it is, and it stays there. It's over me at 9:19 a.m., which would be 8:19 a.m. The entity has the fake sun over me while I'm looking at 7:41 a.m. This is gang stalking. P.O.C. Shadow moving this way, walking in it, looking like you're bored while you're gang stalking, legally irrelevant. Not knowing the demon's name while they're gang stalking, legally irrelevant. Absolutely unnecessary. They're monitoring your vagina and you don't know their name. They're pacing all around the building where you're inside indisposed, and they're all monitoring and aware of who you are, proven through the maintenance of the supernatural environment and their demons. This is P.O.C. This is the prosecution of Ontario Airport Inn. These are demons that are stalked because that's the objective of what they accomplish. They want to be on the side of the street that I'm on, stalking with light. This is what St. Nick's is doing last night. St. Nick's are demons stalking with light. What the Ontario police are doing at ARCO engaging in criminal summoning, stalking with light, mental illness. License 9TNJ 549, stalking with that government under a fake sun, sharing mental illness. The fake moon is over my head last night where the Ontario police are stalking over my head. This is where the fake sun is rising in alignment to me. This is P.O.C. It's 7:42 a.m. I'm going to attach the video showing what is the remainder of the fake sun at Ontario Airport Inn, the latest venue where I remained, and the fake sun rose and set, meaning it did not move, meaning it would not ever be here, as you're going to hold the demons to the illusions that they create while they are stalking in an implausible, unfeasible, and scientifically impossible manner, which is speaking to their mental illness and the public corruption. Every corrupt business, every demon that's gang stalking. Every single last one of them. You could see him gang stalking last night. The fake moon was over me. Okay? Gang stalking with Michael Gherkin, the demons that are molesting with impossible light. And they're molesting with impossible light while a fake sun remains over you. This is a sex offense. It's a violation of your privacy, and it's stalking by a population of the mentally ill. This is the Nephilim. This is P.O.C. It is currently 7:42 a.m.